Okay, so I want to tell you some list of videos that are the supposed suggestions on this YouTube mobile app, and I'm on YouTube on my laptop. Everything has a password, just so you know, on my stuff. So, like when I turn on my computer, I entered a password. Main screen. Um, so New York, supposedly York to be destroyed in the spring, World War III. Supposedly Nostradamus, but I'm not gonna watch that. But actually, Nostradamus said 3797. So Nostradamus. People told not to go to the website for Obamacare. Walmart introduces. This is what it says. This video title: 666 Obamacare RDF chip. I have the folks who told me this Walmart store is really good. I know that there's some money, but I just hope that they fuck off. But anyways, it's a good grocery store. But yeah, supposedly these Walmarts. Well, I mean, this. Excuse me. Did I say those numbers? Those numbers. Yeah, this is not. This is not good. I was gonna say that anyway. This is not good. I'm not. Even if I could, I would not go to Walmart. Or just so you know, so supposedly if you have to have this RDF chip, which I think is unconstitutional, but if supposedly you had to, then I just won't buy or sell. And in histories, you never had to buy or sell anything. That's always optional. But then you just can't buy anything. If I don't, these can't be laws because, well, I just wouldn't buy anything. But they can't kill you, and they can't do that. But yeah, I'm not gonna get no chip in my body. Whistleblower secret whistleblower secret plot to nuke parts of the U.S. America continent. The government, people's or Civil War, NWO. I made a I made a thing saying that stop NWO, no NWO. I mean, that's just unconstitutional. And I don't think you could really nullify the Constitution. People are saying delete the elite, erase the elite. Bipolar peoples, they say, should not be in politics. They should not be in politics. Talking about the end of the dollar or martial law, marital law. That's not really law. That's tyranny. I already told the UN and the EU or the UK or the English or the Russia or China or Korea or FEMA, basically. I told them to fuck off, get out of America. But these things are on YouTube. Marital law, or martial, whatever the fuck if you want to say it. It's not. It can't be a law. It's not a constitutional law. This is on the same list. Boy gets demon-possessed when his mother canceled his online World of Warcraft account. A computer game. Your 72-hour red flag before U.S. America. Before marital. FEMA trains ready shackles. NSA lied about Comet ISON to describe Nibiru. Nibiru. Guillotines in an Obamacare. Or guillotines in the FEMA camps. which soldiers have exposed, saying that they should be foreignering these guillotines. What about their guns? Meteor shower, supposedly a big one's gonna possibly strike the Atlantic Ocean. A Category 3 or something like that. Though I think the Russians says if they could detect it, that they'll try to missile the asteroid. Hopefully. All this stuff about FEMA and if you don't have Obamacare, no, there was no previous presidents that called it their name, and then care. Obamacare is a fraud, or the premiums, and then he said several times, if you like your health care plan, you can keep your health care plan. But some people are saying, well, they're trying to shut down people's health care plans, so there'll only be one governmental health care plan, and that's like the one world government NWO thing. That was a wrestling group, but to say that it'd be serious and they would actually go through with that, they're fucking stupid. Or, I mean, that's just fucking wrong. She has big breakfast. Spy drones. Spy drones. Sibelius admits Americans could pay more for insurance. Oh, she warns Americans that they could pay more for insurance due to Obamacare. Now, if we didn't have any other healthcare options, if you didn't have this government or Obamacare or whatever the fuck, if you didn't have that you could be taxed every year and it'd increase until you get Obamacare. But what if you didn't want to use it? Maybe people shouldn't just vote at all next time. Supposedly FDR got a third term because of World War II. And then there was Truman and Eisenhower. And okay, excuse me, I don't want to go off topic. What's Obamacare have to do with UN? This is not a joke, people. This is not a game. We know he's from Kenya, Nairobi, Africa. Could he be impeached? I mean, he should be impeached. They're not states. This is not a joke. This is not a game. This life is not fiction. It should not be fiction. I've seen things and I've tried to fight these things. Ancient Independent. I've tried to fight that fucker. Someone said that God is sane and sane is God. So there's this one thing on Wiki that, well, what if God turned into sane when he was angry? But I know God is not sane because I've seen God the Father like the 10th time I've seen Ancient and the 10th time I saw Jesus that one time, and it's like that same thing seemingly had more power. It seemed, but I saw God the Father a second time, the Father, so Creator, so they're not the same. Satan is not God. God is not Satan. If that thing someone said Lucifer, if it meant that, it would say that, and it doesn't say Satan. It says God. It says God. How are you? Pretty good. Oh, that's good. Okay, drive safely. Thanks a lot. Okay, bye. Goodbye. Take care. Okay. Sorry. I mean, yeah, take care. Care. First off, yeah, so like I said before, I have this thing signed so no one could bother me. They're not supposed to bother me. I want to stay out of the Civil War. Just out of it. I want to pay off this house totally. So this is my house. Okay? So, it will be totally. Yeah, so no one's supposed to bother me. Nothing's supposed to bother me. And actually, there's more videos. Hold on. Or what to watch. Let's see. Or I'll just tell you what I remember. So basically, things about FEMA camps, RDF chips, over the past few years, but mainly more so now, or this year and last year, this year and last year, or the past few years or 4 years. And I watched this really good wrestling match earlier, but just like watching it. But anyways, Russia warns asteroid could impact the Atlantic Ocean. It said they would try to get it. I was thinking on a side note that Dolph Ziggler was a combination of Ric Flair and Dolph Ziggler was a thing of Adolf, that one guy, and Ric Flair. Anyways, I like this thing about this one type of animal, and this one woman's giving it treats and it's jumping. I would want this one type of canine for a pet. Yeah. Well, yeah, they're cute. Okay, oh yeah, I don't want to go off topic. Now supposedly, I'm not sure if this guy's a bit of a hypocrite, but this guy was talking about, America could be blessed again, God bless America again, because they rid of the IRS or taxes. But then he said something about how, that's not a good thing or something like that, or the founding fathers. It's like, but then when the British left, when the Italians, the Italians and the British and Italians, French, Scottish Tins or whatever, Scots, and they went to America, or Irish or whatever, and the English, and when they came to America to become Americans, and they took oaths, they didn't like England, so they wanted to start anew and have families, and they were true Americans, and their families and that were born in America. But they, like those guys, they didn't like taxes. They never liked taxes. So the dude's full Ford is Larrabee. He's saying that, well, the founding fathers wouldn't like us ridding of the IRS or taxes. Well, the founding fathers or the peoples, and them too probably, they didn't like paying taxes. They wanted lower taxes. Like they wanted a 90-something million taxes for schools. And then something about, the marijuana thing tax will help the economy a lot. So something about, probably all these like flyings. I was going to say they owe Colorado money, but actually, because the Colorado government has allowed these planes, and I've heard this from Thailand and Beijing or Canada, because of these contrails or ICAO, and because Jet or me, why didn't they say her is the first one? Udall and Bennett and Hickenlooper and Jet, and I would think, and that they have allowed this to happen, and if they knew, I'm not sure if you're not from Denver, or you represent Denver, or Colorado, and you're not from Colorado, and you really don't like the Four Seasons, then you shouldn't be a representative in Colorado. Why haven't you moved? 2 white men raped and murdered a 16-year-old African American. I thought it was a girl, but it was a boy. 2 white men raped a black guy. Teen. It's sickening. And then there's some people punching these people. Some people's punching these people as if it was a game. As if it were. And it's fucking sickening. I don't want to go on topic again. Economy issues, debt, nationally. If you don't have Obamacare, then people sign up for Obamacare, and then if they wanted to get rid of it, and then that they would be taxed even more, and that and supposedly Obamacare. That wants to end private property ownership. But so like if you pay off your mortgage and then you own it, that's just called you bought a you paid off your mortgage, you own the house totally. That's not necessarily private property, or maybe, I mean, ownership. I mean, so it's like, so yeah, there's this video on YouTube. I mentioned this on the side note, that the Ashkens or that it said Hitler bought Israel. Israel literally bought it in 1933, a secret thing. So this whole Holocaust thing, it's like on YouTube, it was Jews versus Jews, and there's other videos about that, or his rise to power with the Mandrake, or Hanusim, and he was Jewish, and one of his sides was Jewish. So it was versus a tribe versus other tribes, or they didn't want them in Germany. Actually, they wanted them to go to Israeli Palestine, or Palestine Israel. Those German Jews were the lands they owned, but they just wanted them out of Germany. Pressure. Like they wanted them to go back to Israel, or they wanted them to go to Palestine or relocate. Then how come there hasn't been a Holocaust in Israel? No pun intended, but so that the Ashkens own Israel. And they do. It says they bought Israel. Literally. Owned the lands. It's just like Gene Simmons or Paul Stanley would sell a kiss. But it's not going to work. Excuse me. Off topic. I could go, let's see, other videos, or let's see, or maybe yeah, it's some of the history. 668 Obamacare, the Beast computer and Walmart. Get Obamacare. This is the title, or go to prison, go to FEMA prison, 2014. But he said, this is on video, he said, if you like your healthcare plan, you could keep it. If you like your healthcare, you could keep it. We're not taking other healthcare insurances. That's those companies. That's those things. That, so this is, he said you could keep your healthcare. These people say you could keep your healthcare. And then this saying this, now, and this video is saying, John Doe, and this is like a Fox News, get Obamacare or go to FEMA prison if you don't have Obamacare. If they terminate programs, there's this one holder that wanted to stop the publication of the investigations of the previous administrations, but they're going to air it. And I signed a petition one time to nothing should be secret. And really, Obama needs to be impeached, and these people need to be arrested. But yeah, it says Obamacare or go to prison. And each year you didn't have Obamacare, you'd be taxed even more. Well, I thought Fulford or Larrabee was saying, well, it was just announced they passed an amendment that outlawed taxes, or something like that. So I don't want to watch any of these videos for speculation or anything like that, and I don't want to watch any of these videos because I don't want them to be true. I don't want them to have any legitimacy. And I like for like story. I usually want only things that are legit and facts, and I don't like things that were taught because it's distortion or exaggeration, and I don't like that. But these videos, or this one guy said he's a 6th grader or 7th grader now, I think, or he said last year he was a 6th grader, and he says he went to Indiana, I think, and then they were transported to there safely, luckily, but they had to reenact slavery, black slavery, and they were saying, well, what are you good for? And I think a black man was asking that to him, and he was like, picking cotton in the fields, but he's like, etc. And whatever he said. And then, but he's like, well, but then he actually says, he thought about it later, and he was like, no, I don't want to, I can't pick cotton in the fields, or he wouldn't be that good at it. He wouldn't, he couldn't do that. He wouldn't want to do that. He couldn't do that, as long as they could have. And he's a Caucasian guy, Asian and Caucasian, or whatever. And then all of them supposedly went to, or they were handcuffed, like they weren't real handcuffs supposedly. They weren't. And then they supposedly went for ice cream. But yeah, this video is called "He Went to Slavery Camp." What the fuck? Munch mentions WWE mentions creative team. A WWE creative team welcomes Hollywood writer, and Lonnie Popo said that all the writers should be fired. Like there'd be one writer, and that should be me. But anyways, I don't care about that. I don't care about that because about being a writer for WWE because, well, this one guy said, well, WWE films sucks, and I agree, they suck. Their movies suck, and they should have got out of LA. And they have a thing in Connecticut, and they should get out of there too and relocate somewhere else. They had an Ohio thing, but then they moved to Florida. And then, that's the exact opposite. When I thought, or said before, I didn't want anybody in Hollywood being in the wrestling. Thanks for purposely pissing me off. It's wrestling, man. I don't want to see even the sports I speculate, or when they first started saying, I think in 2008, I think of New York versus Miami Dolphins storyline. But it's football. We just want to talk about the football. This one guy didn't even turn around. I think it was purposely done. It was like in a video game. And it's like after an update, and it's like, and then like my receivers weren't turning around to catch the ball. Turn around to catch the effing ball. It just hit him in the back of the shoulder pads or in the helmet. And I was always saying, these people should earn their money, pay to win. You get paid to win, or you should get paid to win. If it was legit, it would still be entertainment. But it's not entertainment. They're looking stupid. And some people might think it's laughable, but this is supposed to be a sport so people could watch their teams play to show their skills or athletics or skills. Or like this guy totally could have caught the ball if he would have turned around easily. He would have caught the ball probably. And what if he dropped the ball? That'd even be more stupid. Or no, it was really stupid that he didn't turn around. I was watching some videos earlier. I was watching some base ones, or... Oh, wait, okay. Anyway, Wolverine... Anyways. World War III has already begun. The third one, Syria backed by Russia and China. China and Russia. World War III... If Obama was a murderer, somebody would have got his ass arrested. And you know what I mean, because it's happened before. To Lincoln, Springsteen, and I didn't mean in a class to say in school one time. I said, yeah, somebody like Lincoln would appreciate Obama, and I didn't. Excuse me. I didn't say Obama. I meant that Lincoln would appreciate somebody, and he'd be part by and in the future. And I never knew his name was Obama until 2008, 2007, 2008, and I was like, out of 2007, 2008, and 2008, and yeah. So I said Springsteen Lincoln, somebody that's a guy that he would like would be president in the future, and that he'd be brought back. And that's what I said specifically. And I guess in the future, his name happened to be Obama. But he's not legit at all. So I didn't mean to say that, actually, I don't like Lincoln at all. He broke the Constitution. They would have gained their civil rights eventually. Maybe under Benjamin Harrison, or definitely under FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, or maybe Andrew Johnson right after Lincoln, because Andrew Johnson was a constitutionalist. Maybe not till FDR, because that would have been quite a while. Some time, yeah. So it could have been right after Lincoln. It could have been Andrew Johnson or something. And we didn't have to have a war because Miller Fillmore wanted to delay the Civil War, which was actually illegal. Just things about possible 2014, and supposedly it was going to be in 2013, I think, but then 2014, 2015, 2016. I just really think, well, what if we shut down government? Because actually, James Addison had the 20 things that it was supposed to be 20, that one of them stated that peoples had the power to change government or stop government. And anyways, especially because of the title, and then Glenn Beck opens the thing, Sky New Order plans for 2014. Why should there be an wing? Why don't we just kick them out of office? And they would have to listen. I mean, they're peoples too. They're bipolar. Hey, I've had assistants. That doesn't mean that. I mean, I care about peoples. Though, just because if there was no use of money or things had to change, that doesn't mean there should be an NWO or FEMA camps or anything like that. We're not resisting government. It says the government, a president of America, Matheson, said that we have a right to change government or stop government. And all these videos, I saw a video about a couple videos. I saw a video about where one people broke into this one guy's house and then tasered his woman, and then another video of a SWAT team breaking into this guy's house and shooting his dog, a dog of his. I don't have any guns. So I don't. So I think they know that, though. I have to stay out of it. So hopefully, if I have cocaine mallets, though. If I sense my front door, and that's where I think that's where they all do it. I think, and hopefully things would be locked. But wherever I hear from, I'm gonna get my cocaine mallets, a cocaine mallet, and I'm gonna, as soon as that person breached and entering, I will fucking swing my fucking cocaine mallet. Actually, I should hold it closer, and 2 or 3, and maybe after the first one, I would lock it again, or hopefully, or maybe it wouldn't be, I get the first guy and then get the second guy and then hit the first guy again, and the second guy again, or the third guy, first guy again, and then the third guy, and then the second guy. I have a cocaine mallets. Those can cause concussions. before, I'm not daring anybody, I'm not warning anybody, or maybe I am, for them to fuck off. I mean, I signed an Animal Bill of Rights and a Mercy for Animals things, and a Creatures of Earth, Life, Respect, Life Law, Respect, Stop NWO Marital Law isn't a law, it's a ploy. Let's nullify the delete. Then if they try to nullify the Constitution, you can't do that. So, I mean, I don't want to ever fail or anything. I don't ever want to be tested ever again. You know, I don't want to be tested at all. But it's like I would say that, you know, I would, if I had to. I mean, I would defend my dog. I'd defend my house. I'd defend my dog. I wouldn't let them come. I wouldn't let them come in. And this one guy, he was gay or something, or maybe he said something. Why would they be breaking into a house for no reason? Was he stocking up on guns? If he did, if a person did, this person that I'm talking about, a person on YouTube, if he had guns, then if he was stocking up if this person was on YouTube, then he sure wasn't prepared, because he let them. Yeah, I mean, he didn't even defend anything. %, this one woman said. Not 99%. I don't think 99% of Americans are insane. 99%? That leaves 1% that are sane and the others are not sane? I don't believe that statistic. It's not a law, that's tyranny. Yeah, so this one guy's video, he went into slavery camp. Oh, this one says 2013. They had 2 movies about 2012, and that was totally stupid. Global debt collapse, national debt collapse, Second Amendment, World War III, Iran, and false flags. False flags are unconstitutional. False flags are un-American.
Supply iron ore from the hills to the Great Lakes, and we are in the process of deconstructing it and hauling it away.
I'm not threatening anybody. I'm just saying, by breaking and entering, that's illegal. You're breaking the law, and that's trying to intimidate. That's trying to threaten. So if I defend myself, there's nothing. If I was trying to defend myself, there would be nothing wrong with that. And hopefully I'd be swift. Hopefully I'd be quick. I have platform boots that, like rocker boots, and they give me a height advantage, and I have a helmet, and I have a thing that I put over myself for, like, it's almost like a chest protector or lung protector or heart protector, or I just put it over around my neck or shoulder, and I use it as a vest, sort of. Though, yeah, I think they're mainly, like last year, 2012, 2011, 2012, I heard they would only try to break in and enter if you had a gun, and if you didn't surrender your guns. Well, I don't have any. So you have to listen to the words of the people. They can't come in without a warrant. Well, now, if someone said they had a gun, then they would, if they didn't try to give it over, then they would break in and enter. But then what if you gave it over and then they said like something about FEMA camp? So they shouldn't be coming for guns anyways. I meant to say maybe somebody like Washington or Madison, or Washington. Revolution, not necessarily against England, I don't think, but against the government, against tyranny. The third one, I wouldn't call it insurrection because that's what they're doing if they did, and I would say sort of, and Washington, Madison, and Andrew Johnson, constitutionalists, we need to impeach Obama. And then, if we have a revolution, take it to a battleground. The Civil War was highly illegal. So, I signed a thing. I mean, I didn't. I'm totally legit and sincere. I didn't sign anything, though. No, I didn't sign anything. No. Though, I asked to be. I put my. Someone asked my first name and last name and my date of birth, and I gave it to them. And because the person was like, "Do you not want to ever be bothered again? Never again." And I put my name down so they'll never bother me. I posted this on another video, but I'm just saying this also. So I'm never supposed to be bothered by anybody. So hopefully it works, because then they'd be breaking a law, they'd be breaking a treaty there, they'd be breaking their word, and hopefully a few other people would also avoid the Civil War. If there is. I must admit that, like I said, this one government class, I didn't mean to mention somebody that Lincoln was like, I can't fucking stand Lincoln. I can't stand Obama. I never voted for Obama. And how can any of our health insurances be taken away when they're companies and services? And I have that, and I'm on my dad's one for life, and I have my own insurance, or I have insurance, or I'm on my dad's insurance for life, or it transferred with me. It's supposed to. That shutting things down would be unconstitutional. And saying that you'd go to prison if you didn't want Obamacare or government care. It's like, fuck that, man. And that's that. So, or since I didn't vote for Obama, the people that didn't vote for Obama, if they didn't have health insurance, that you shouldn't have to have Obamacare. Care. Bob Barr, Wayne Allen Root. Hulk Hogan, Dominic Holman, Vice. They probably, at least I wouldn't think so. I mean, he did care about America. At least his two themes seem that way, and early themes, or early theme. And I don't think there'd be Hogan care. He would talk about healthcare. Hulk Hogan would talk about healthcare. Yes, he would talk about healthcare and hope you have low premiums. I think, yeah, and then healthcare, great healthcare, good healthcare, and then for all or mostly, and then, but he wouldn't call it Hogan care. I wouldn't call it Holman care, and I do care about people's health. I've taken 3 different types of health classes. Some majors, but I wouldn't call it home care, or I mean, you wouldn't have to have that, and there would be nothing. Then I don't think you really should penalize somebody for switching healthcare plans. They never called it Eisenhower care or Nixon care or Ford care. Every year Ford was president, there was a death. They didn't call it Carter care or Reagan care or H. Bush care or Clinton care or W. Bush care. I think Obama's one big joke, and this whole thing about the next year and the past couple years after that, next year, is all these videos on YouTube are hopefully a big fucking joke. That they don't happen, that there's no legitness to any of these videos. They just want to see what fear they could cause, and these people are upset. A bit upset. They're upset. They're not going to stand for it. Hopefully they don't. There's no use being on camera if they fucking shoot you. And anybody's doing the martial law or NWO, they should be expatriated afterwards. And some say that these are foreign troops. Well, they have no right in our country, and they should go back to their own countries. Like, they could just say that they would try to say a GIW, I meant GIAWA. I mean, that NWO wrestling group after a while became stupid because there was nothing to it, and after quite a while, and it's like that, that's politics anyway. But there doesn't have to be a marital law or anything like that. They impeach Obama, and then Biden would take over and carry, and then there's a World War III, and then they would ask nations to come together and like there's just care or whatever, but nothing about any RDF chip or nothing about that, or nothing about anything unconstitutional or anything like that in terms of like what's right or whatever. Everything would just be optional. And we have taxes on marijuana. I mean, we shouldn't have taxes on anything else. So now, like, they used to be people for prostitution and say, shame on you, this and this and that, whatever. And now that you think about it, because, one time I was in traffic, and that's illegal, and I expected, if I gave a woman $20, maybe, I'd have some sex with a JJ or a blowjob or something, supposedly a retired thing. So, that's illegal. And, a woman, but she was tired. Actually, that's illegal. Entrapment. That's illegal. Why? That's illegal. And I said I was a nice guy or anything. Like, don't those guys ever have sex or anything? Ever? Though anyways, sex. Anyways, now if they were to totally legalize that, at first I was against it because there's this woman I like and I don't want her to be prostituted. But anyways, I mean, I wouldn't prosecute anybody for prostitution if it's consensual. No, not consensual, if it's mutual. Because that's no one's business. That's a moral issue. That's between you and God. Why would paying for sex? That helped the Roman economy, that helped the Greek economy. Oh, something about the banksters and something about Greek, or something about the banksters. They want that. And they want people to have governmental stuff. But why do they want that? Once I buy my house, I'm saying to you right now again, it's my house, so I will intend it to be a monument. So that's going to be, I'm going to say a vocal will right now. I want it to be, this is my vocal will. No, my vocal will is I want this to be a monument. And this is my house forever. And this stays up. This is my house. I bought it. Then people that own houses, then if they never wanted to sell it, then it'd be a landmark. It'd be a monument. I don't care what Obama believes in. He's illegitimate, and I'm not racist, and I'm not, and done it. I can't be racist because he's part white. He's part. So, but he's illegitimate. Where is he truly born from? Well, we all know that. Impeach Obama. And if there is a one world government, is there total health care? Are we respected? You know, intimidation should be totally against the law. Animals have no part of this. I hope that guy sued that bastard for everything he got. I mean, for what he did. But I would defend my house. But don't test me. Don't test me. And if something happened to my dog, there would be hell to pay.